My best bet for Cheltenham 2014 is Ballycasey in the Sun Alliance, the RSA chase. Trained by Willie Mullins, probably ridden by Ruby Walsh. He impressed me all the last 18 months. He's probably the best staying chaser we've seen in a while. This is his derby, obviously, come Cheltenham. And my second best bet for Cheltenham is probably Guitar Pete, Desi Hughes' horse in the Triumph Hurl. I've been impressed with him. So hopefully we get a few Irish winners in Cheltenham 2014.
My best bet for Cheltenham would be in the Gold Cup, the race we Draper family would always love to win again, and hopefully we'll do someday. And the horse I would go for is Last Instalment. Wonderful, wonderful performance at Leopardstown. Jumped for fun, and you know it didn't really give any indication. I'd say Brian O'Connor was waiting for someone to come and join him, and he beat them whatever, 6 or 8 lengths or whatever. But I'd say he has so much more in the tank. Marvellous performance getting him back after all this year by Philip, and he'd be the horse I would go for in the Gold Cup.
My nap for Cheltenham is Foxrock in the 4 Mile Chase, trained by Ted Walsh. I presume be ridden by Katie Walsh. Very progressive horse, won well the last day. Safe, sound jumper. I think the race is made for him.
My best bet for Cheltenham this year is Carlingford Lock in the RSA Chase. I thought he would have gone very close to beating Ballycasey at Leopardstown, but for unfortunately unseating AP McCoy at the final fence. And he's a much bigger price than that horse now, and I think all the experience that he's got as a second season novice will really stand to him at the Cheltenham Festival, and he's still unexposed over 3 miles.
My nap for Cheltenham is Sight and Gold in the JLT Novice Chase. He's an unbelievable jumper. He ran over 3 mile in Nace the last time. He probably just sit in the stage, so back to 2.5 for Cheltenham should suit. So fingers crossed he'll go well.
My tip for Cheltenham is our Connor in the Champion Hurdle. He's going to try and buck the trend for 5-year-olds to win the race. I think he's the improver in the field, and doesn't have to improve too much more to get past Hurricane Fly.
My tip for Cheltenham is Briar Hill in the Albert Bartlett. He won around Cheltenham last year, and he looks like he's still keeping a bit for himself. So I think the further he goes in Cheltenham, the better he'll be. So I'm looking forward to him.
My tip for Cheltenham is Mossey Joe. Barry Connell and Enda Bulger acquired him there at a recent sale. I think he was a very exciting prospect last year, and I think he's a very good trainer and good owner, and I'm sure they'll get a top class jockey for him. And as far as I'm concerned, he's a very good horse, and I think he's the one for the Fox Hunters.
Horses that I fancy most of all coming up to Cheltenham, hopefully they'll all get there. Ballycasey I fancied last year big time, and he didn't get there, and hopefully this time he'll be good enough to win the RSA. He was very impressive, jumped superbly at Leopardstown, has to be on the short list, and could be one of maybe a number of winners for Willie Mullins. And also Ted Walsh's Foxrock, should he turn up for the 4 mile, his daughter Katie on board, they look a real strong partnership, and Foxrock will be admirably suited by the 4 miles of the National Hunt Chase.